Here's a fairly overdue review of an epic PlayStation 3 game. The Last of Us. So The Last of Us comes from the studio Naughty Dog, the creators of the Uncharted games. And if you've played those games, you know they're basically like playable movies. It's really cool to see. In fact, they're better than most movies out nowadays anyways. So 20 years before the events of The Last of Us, mankind has been basically wiped out by a cordyceps fungus. I mean, yeah, there's still survivors out there, but for the most part, mankind is just wasted. And you play as Joel, this kind of hardened old guy, and you have to escort Ellie, this little 14-year-old teenage girl, to a resistance group on the other side of the United States. There's a lot more stuff in there other than that, but I don't want to give any spoilers away. Now first off, the graphics in this game are amazing. This game sends the PlayStation 3 off on a really high note. Like, I haven't seen graphics this good on the PS3, or maybe on any system ever. The gameplay is solid. It plays kind of like Uncharted, but there's also some other stuff in the game, such as crafting. The crafting in the game was really cool, because you hit select, it opens up a backpack, and you can rummage through all these supplies and stuff, and you can make, like, Molotov cocktails, nail guns, health packs. What you need to survive in a zombie apocalypse. And also what I liked about this game is that, okay, so in Uncharted how you're only allowed to have two guns. You could have a long range gun, you could have a handgun. In this game you can collect all of that stuff, but you only have a couple holsters, so you can only manage like one or two of them at the same time. Which is really cool, because if I was in the zombie apocalypse and I saw a gun laying down there, I wouldn't be like, oh, I have to give up my shotgun for that AK? Oh, well, I do like the shotgun, so I think I'll just leave that there. No, I'd grab both of them. I'd stick one in my backpack, have the other one on ready so I could shoot some zombies. Or infected people, as they're called in this game. Which also, the people that you're fighting in this game are really cool. There's all different stages of infected people. You have the runners who've just been infected. They still have their eyesight. You have clickers. They kind of resemble Davy Jones's crew in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. They see like dolphins do. They use sound, so that's really interesting. And you also have bloaters. They've been infected for the longest time, and they're basically like the Hulk if he got infected with a cordyceps fungus. Yeah, those dudes are really hard to kill. But like I said about the Uncharted franchise, this game is like a playable movie, and the story in this game is fantastic. When I first heard about this game, I was like, okay, the zombie apocalypse thing, I've seen it 100 times before, how is this going to be different? And games nowadays like Call of Duty, they just like focus all their marketing on the fact that they have zombies in the game. They're all just like, oh hey, check this out, zombie mode. Hey, buy our game now. We're not going to tell you anything else, but there's zombies in it, so you will buy it and you know it. No, I hate it when they do that. No. But I was watching the trailer for The Last of Us, and when this scene happened...
At least they're predictable. It's the normal people that scare me.
I was like, this could be awesome. And the main character, Joel, he's really cool. You can tell that he has done some dark stuff in his past. But it's the apocalypse, so it's basically kill or be killed, and he will kill when he needs to. And while that's really cool, the person who steals the show in this game is actually Ellie. What's really interesting, the difference between Ellie and Joel is that Joel was around before the cordyceps fungus broke out, so he knows what the world was like before. Ellie was born after the apocalypse happened, so she has no idea what the world was like before this invasion, so this is the only world that she knows. And it's really interesting seeing her react to different stuff that Joel understands but she doesn't. And they're also traveling across all these different places in the United States that she's never been to because she's been stuck in like one quarantine zone for her entire life. So it created this really cool dynamic, and their chemistry together was really good and well thought out too. Like there's a scene in the beginning of this game, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you really understand where Joel's coming from. And it's part of what really made him harden and what really made him not like Ellie at first. You'll have a lot of other really cool side characters that'll come into this game, and you can see how they've been twisted by the apocalypse also. But there's one line in this game, I forget who says it, I'm pretty sure it's Joel, but he says, the people that survive in the apocalypse are the people that have a reason to live. And this game is really less than a zombie game, it's more of a survival game, I think. You're playing as these people, they have really cool backstories, and you really get the sense that these are actual people. They have lives that have happened before and after the events of the game. They didn't just like plop down on planet Earth because they needed characters for a game. So The Last of Us is definitely one of the best games out for the PS3. If you don't have this game and you have a PS3, I don't understand you. So The Last of Us, have you played it? What do you think of it? Odds are, if you have a PS3, you have played The Last of Us by now. So comment down below, let me know. And thanks for watching this video. If you guys like it, then click here to see more.